I'm Bobby Dean, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
So, Virgil, would you say that Sergey Kovalev was better than you guys thought, like when in the first 6 rounds? Is that what you thought, or that's pretty much what you guys expected?
I expected him to be at his best. I expected him to be dangerous, and we prepared for all of that. We prepared to be knocked down.
Yeah.
We were prepared for that. We give him his credit, and hey, this is what they say, this is what they talk about, this is what we have seen. So let's don't go and play stupid and act like it can't happen to us. Let's be ready for it. If this happens, what do we have to do to make sure it don't happen again? And, if we have to dig ourselves out of a hole, what are we going to do? How are we going to do it? And, we were prepared to make the adjustments. If it's a rematch, they could say what they want to say. I think all I'm going to have to do in a rematch is just sit in the chair and watch the fight.
You think it'll be that much more decisive in the rematch, the win?
I definitely think it'll be much more decisive because, like I said, I told Andre, the world didn't see how good you were tonight. They saw who you were tonight. They saw the dog in you. They didn't see how good you were. But, you had to go to that. And one thing I always told him was history says that when it comes to a dog fight, that Russian fighters are not keen on that. They will not hang in a dog fight with you. If you go all the way back to Bird and Klitschko hurt his arm a little bit against a 6'1", 209 man.
I remember that.
Right?
Yeah.
Ricky had to put pressure on Carson Zoo.
Yep.
He quit. Dennis Phillips put it on him. He quit. Abdullah, who beat Cotto in the amateurs handily in the pros, Cotto knocked him out.
Yep.
Right? Klitschko quit against Fury. It ain't about him not pulling the trigger. It's that dog fight. Manny even knew that. He knew how to protect him and who to pick. But anytime you saw him get beat up and knocked out, it was a man who put him in a dog fight.
Interesting.
And I don't look at Salido and Lomachenko, even though Salido was a little long in the tooth, he had just enough left to show you what to do with that type of talent.
Yeah.
And it's true, that type of fighter, like Salido was, could throw Lomachenko completely off his game because it becomes a different type of fight. And the advantage that we had as far as that, we came up in California. So we grew up fighting Hispanic kids, tough, dog fighting kids.
Uh-huh.
So we grew up with that. So we were, ready to go through that type of fight if we had to do it. So once I saw that he didn't have a clue on what to do and didn't want to engage there, then we stayed there.
Man, that's an interesting breakdown, man. Speaking of what you just said right now, Virgil, you think that has something to do, because a lot of people ask, why did Kovalev let Ward off the hook after he knocked him down, and then in the second half, he slowed down completely? So is that why you believe he did that? You believe he didn't have that type of dog in him? I mean, he used a lot of different excuses why he slowed down. What do you think?
Well, I mean, not his fault, but his career so far has suggested that he's a front runner. Now, that's not a weakness. That means he goes in the ring, he gets the job done, and it's over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he hasn't had to, regroup. Even when, Shalimba got up anything, he still had to work, but he knew he was in charge of the situation.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So since you're in charge of the situation and the other guy is fighting to either steal the round or survive the fight, it makes it a little easier. But now you got this other guy, he's trying to win the fight. And he ain't caring how hard you punch, he's attacking you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was a little something different to him. And it's nothing that he could do about that. You have to come out of the crib to be able to deal with that. Because, Andre could have even done better on the inside, but we had to make
Kovalev was
sure
tying him up quick. Kovalev was tying him up quick when he got on the inside too, though.
That's what's so funny, is that everybody want to blame the one who's attacking is holding.
Yeah.
I'm attacking you to just hold you?
Yeah.
No, anytime anybody gets you in a headlock, they don't want to fight you there. We all been in schoolyard fights where we knew the other guy was better than us, but we knew we was going to have to chunk him. So what's the first thing we do? We grab him,
Yeah.
get you in a headlock and we ain't going to let you go,
I didn't use that example so many times. Yeah.
Right. I mean, there was no skill in what he was doing, but where were we holding you?
Yeah.
See, there's a difference between holding you, and it's just like the referee, Mr. Bird, said. He said, I saw a man tying one man up with one arm and hitting him with the other one, but I saw the other man holding the man with both hands.
Completely.
Completely.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
So if he was holding you, then your hand should have been free to punch.
Exactly. And that was the one thing I was so curious to see, how would Kovalev deal with the inside game? And now we know. He just said, you know what? I'm not going to fight Ward at all on the inside. I'm just going to hold him. That's pretty much, that was his game plan for the inside. I mean, hey, so
I believe that was their game plan, to hold him on the inside.
So if Sergey Kovalev is taking away Andre Ward's inside game, and we all know that Andre Ward is masterful on the inside, how do you guys get around that problem? Or work around it?
You already got that down. I can't tell you that.
Okay.
It's already, it's already in place, that one. That's why, like I said, the second fight, either you're going to knock him out, you better, or you're going to take a bad beating. That's what's going to happen, because we know what we have to do.
Okay.
We know exactly what we have to do, and we know how to do it and get it done. He knows the mistakes. We know the mistake that was made, and that's not going to happen. So we're going to have to knock him out.
Man,
we're going to have to, because it's nothing you're going to be able to do. You can't teach infighting in a period of weeks and months. That's years.
Yeah.
You see, and there's different types of infighting. If you look at it, you have the infighters who don't touch each other, don't use one hand, don't grab. Then you have what I call the Sandy Sadler in the fight, where I maneuver you with one hand and move you into the other punches. Or I feel you. When I feel you relax, I'll punch. So that's what they're not used to, the sensitivity of his feel when he's on the inside. So all you could do is grab.
Yeah.
But like I said, the next time we know what to do when you grab it.
Hi, you're watching DONTAE'S Boxing Nation. Woo!